Welcome, my friend. Thank you so much for joining me here on the mats. I have a minimal cues yoga practice for you. And what that means is that I'll simply just be providing the pose that we'll move into, and then I'll cue you to transition out of it, and then I'll give the name of the next pose that we will move into. So, given this is going to be an ideal practice for an experienced yogi as opposed to a complete beginner. So with a minimal cue sequence, this allows the practice to be a more introspective practice and gives you the opportunity to tap into your experience from your times on the mat and the intuition of your body, and makes this more of a moving meditation. So this is a hatha yoga practice. I will be using props throughout the sequence myself. They won't be required at any point in time, but we will move into camel pose towards the end, as well as either a shoulder stand or plow pose. So if you prefer yoga props for those two poses, go ahead and have them nearby just in case. All right, now I'll also be having my phone nearby. You may have noticed in the last few practices that I've released that my audio has been a little off. I have tried a Bluetooth as opposed to having the cord, and it's just not working out the greatest. So I have ordered a new mic that has the cord, but for the next few practices, I will have be having my phone nearby, because whenever I move certain ways, it cuts out the connection. I had tried it at the beginning. I did it at home and there was no issue, but it seems like the more I use it, the worse it becomes. So hang tight with me. I also will be doing minimal cues practices for the next few releases because of that reason as well. All right, my friends, we'll begin today's practice in a comfortable cross-legged seated position, sitting up nice and tall. And we're just going to take this time to drop into the body, into your practice, to your breath. And with attention within, come to butterfly pose. Another benefit of our minimal cues practices is that you can move into whatever variation of the pose that is calling to you for our practice. So just letting that intuition of your body guide you in your practice today. And we'll slowly rise and extend your legs out long for a seated forward fold. Rise once more and move into a seated spinal twist. Unwind and switch sides. Unwind and make your way to tabletop pose, and then flow through some cat-cows. Find your neutral spine and then lower yourself to the mat, coming into our Sphinx pose. And soften yourself forward for high cobra. Release forward. Make your way into downward facing dog. And let's step that right foot forward. Low lunge. Half split pose. And let's slide forward, step to the front of the mat for your forward fold. Final few moments here. And we'll step back into runner's lunge and then take a twist. Lower that top arm, move into three-leg dog. And draw the knee through for our pigeon pose. Transition into your downward facing dog. And from your downward facing dog, you can either hold that, take a flow, move into child's, whatever you need before we take that sequence over to the second side. We have mosquitoes. We're out. All right, my friends, we'll prepare for the second side. Beginning with stepping that left foot through, coming into low lunge. Half split pose. Bend into the front knee and we'll transition into our forward fold. Last few moments in your forward fold. We'll step back to our runner's lunge. Move into your twist. Lower the top arm down, 3-leg dog. Then draw that knee through, coming into your pigeon pose. Rise, and we'll step back to your downward facing dog. And take a moment here. You can take a flow. I will meet you in child's pose. Roll up. Next, we're going to move into our heart opener. Now, if you would prefer not to move into camel pose, you can just bring your fingertips behind and lift your heart, or move into our camel. Be very mindful as you move in and move out of this asana. If you're not already, mindfully move out of the asana and release yourself back into child's or a counter pose. And slowly roll up. Make your way seated at the center of the mat. For a moment, we'll come into our boat pose. I'm going to lower to hover. And release release yourself all the way down. Hug the knees in. Moving into shoulder stand, our plow pose next. I didn't plan this out very well, having my hair clip. With control, lower yourself down. Draw the knees in once more. Take one hand to each knee, draw the knees wide. Reclined butterfly. Extend the legs out long, Shavasana. We'll roll over to the right side. Take a full deep breath in and a releasing audible exhalation out. With the tension within, make your way to uncomfortable cross-legged seated position. Sitting up nice and tall. Eyes gently closed or a soft gaze forward. Journeying within into your body. And feeling the effects of your practice. And let's breathe and circle your fingertips up to the sky, gathering love and light. Palms kiss and bring all that love and light down to heart center. Close your practice in whatever intuitive way calls to you. Sending love and light to you and all beings. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me, my friend. If you enjoyed this minimal cues practice, please leave me a comment below. And of course, throw the video some love with a thumbs up. If you enjoy our practices and you have been with our channel for a little while, I encourage you to be sure to subscribe. That way you get notifications for the practices, and that is just one free and easy way to help support our work and making yoga free and accessible to all. All right, my friends, I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Carry these intentions that you cultivated on the mat with you off into your day. Bye-bye.